Greetings and welcome back to Rimworld. So yeah, it's been quite a while since I've had to say that. It's been almost a year, I think, since I last played Alpha 10, and I've been waiting for Alpha 13 to be released to restart playing the game. So yeah, I've already created a world. You only really need to create a world once, because you only can play on one tile in the world. So we'll be playing Randy Random on rough, which is basically normal, I suppose. Here is the world. We will be playing on a temperate biome, because I don't want things to be too extreme to start off with, because I haven't played for a year, so I'll be sort of rusty. Plus, there's going to be a whole bunch of new stuff that I haven't really investigated yet, so I'll need to see what I can do. So I'm gonna start somewhere with some large hills. Sounds good. I'm gonna set it to large. Alright, that's all good. Now, as for my colonists, I don't really want to min-max this too much. These two are fine. This one is absolutely terrible. So let's randomize this one. Alright, sounds good. I don't want them to be perfect, because that makes things a little bit too easy. Okay, let's start off and see what we can do. Well, there we go. Alright. So the same start as usual. Let's take a look. So I did take a look before to see some of the things that have been changed. The UI is different, and there's also a lot more micromanaging, I suppose. So this was always here. This was in Alpha 10 or Alpha 11, I don't know. This also for all the clouds. Animals, that's a new one. Well, we'll be looking through all of this later on, but the start is usually always the same. We just land with 3 people. Let's take a look and hand out the guns. So you are not good at shooting. 2, 4, 5. So 5 gets the survival rifle, 4 gets the pistol, and Scott gets the knife. Although, then again, wait a minute. Yeah, Scott gets the knife. Alright. And we also have a dog. Clavdia. Alright. Wait a minute. What's that? Colonist needs treatment. That's not good. That's a bad start. What's wrong with you? Cryosleep sickness. I think that's normal. Yeah. What's the other thing? Carcinoma. I have absolutely no idea what the hell that is, but I guess some sort of cancer thing. Well, that's not good. Oh, what the hell are these things? Boomalope. Okay, so I guess same thing as a boom rat, just with a bigger explosion. Right, so we'll have to be careful of that. So where are we exactly? We're somewhere in the middle. We have a small house down here that we could occupy. That could work. So I'm going to start off with all the usual stuff. A regular stockpile, I'm gonna place it down here. A dumping stockpile, gonna place that down here. We also have a thermal vent right there, so that'll be useful to put down a thermal generator once we actually research that. Yeah, research has also changed quite a bit. I think there's multiple research benches now. So let's get our guys to pick up a bunch of stuff. So they'll be holding that back here. Let's make sure that they hold this away. We'll be putting a door. Alright, and a bunch of sleeping spots. I'm gonna make 4, because I'm gonna be making 1 as a medical, so that, who is it, Paulette? Yeah, but that's gonna be problematic. Let's see, are these people good at doctoring. Let's see, medicine 1. Medicine 1, well, that doesn't look good. She's actually my medic. Well, let's hope that it doesn't get too bad. At least we'll be getting new colonists eventually. Let's also speed things up. Speed 2 usually is the sweet spot, for me anyway. We got a bit of food. Let's collect that. And let's see now. What else do we need? We could plant a bunch of crops. And storage tab. What's the storage tab? We can configure stockpile. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I know about that. What the hell is this? Vomit. Okay, that's not good. So let's just think for a while. How do I usually start these things? Gathering food, I suppose. So let's see. Harvest. Let's pick a bunch of berries. Well, doesn't look like there's that much yet. I'm going to be putting down a growing zone. Let's put that around here maybe. Doesn't have to be that big. We'll be growing potatoes. No, not potatoes. We'll be putting down strawberries because the nice thing about strawberries is that they can be eaten raw. Okay, and it's raining. Also, let's finish off this wall. So this isn't good. Bullet seems to need to rest quite often. Let's also take a look what else we have. This is new, compacted machinery. What else do we have? Still compacted steel. I think there's jade as well. Some sort of a... Well, it's supposed to be some sort of gemstone, I guess, or I'm actually not entirely sure. But it's some fancy thing instead of gold, maybe. I'm not seeing any gold. Also don't know what happened to, what's it called, blast steel. So we'll have to investigate all of that. In the meantime, we're going to be needing food. We did plant some berries. We still have 24 rations, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking about how... Do I really have to set them? Usually they pick their own beds. Alright, so what do we need? As I said, I'm very rusty. It's been over, well, almost a year since I played, so I'm gonna have to get back into things. We got the nutrient base dispenser, but we're gonna need some power first. But I do think there's now these industrial, wood-fueled benches that you can use. So what would we need to start off with? A research bench, I suppose. This is the tier 1 research bench. Now it's quite interesting that there's these sort of things in the game, different tiers of benches, because I do think that if things go right, I'm gonna try and mod the game once again, like I did before, and try and shape things in the way that I would like the game to be. And there's a whole bunch of new buildings that I could repurpose to turn into something else, so I think I'm missing something. Steel. Oh yeah, I guess I should totally be out mining. So let's see. Let's mine this away to start off with. Doesn't have to be that much. This is new. Rearm trap. Open. Alright. We also have special graves apparently. Steel sarcophagus. Marriage spot. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of opinions between NPCs now. So it's very much, I don't know, a bit like The Sims, maybe a bit like Crusader Kings. And how is her health doing? Still untreated for some reason. I guess none of these douchebags is set as medical. Let's see. Work. Where is it? Doctor. Yes. Scotty, you can be a doctor now. Otherwise, Paulette might die. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna need food. I'm gonna need some wood as well, so let's do that. That'll keep him busy. What else do we need? Looks like the dog is sleeping outside. Can we actually make it a dog house? Maybe not yet. Oh, and I guess we do need a bit of furniture. So maybe a... Where's the table? There we go, table. Let's build it out of wood. And let's put it right there, and a bunch of these cheap stools. That'll work. Actually, I guess I should have built it right there, but oh well, it is what it is. Now, how long is it gonna take for this to grow? Probably quite a while. The days have been made a lot longer. They doubled in length. It's doubled in length compared to Alpha 12, and I think there were some changes before that as well with the length of days. And instead of months, there's now seasons, 15 days per season, I think, so 60 days per year. Alright. So well, I guess one downside of that is that people will be sleeping quite a long time. Even the bunnies seem to be, oh well, it's a hare, seems to be sleeping. Everyone is sleeping. Alright then. Oh, there's a bunch of silver out here. Oh, I guess I should have picked up this metal. So, do we even have food at all? Not yet. Let's go and collect a bunch more food out here. I guess there's nothing. Oh, well, there's something. Over there, over there. Right. So let's hope that we don't do too terrible. I certainly want to survive for a little while longer. But actually, I don't think anyone is chopping down any of this. Let's take a look. What are they supposed to be doing? I'm just gonna let them do everything for now. I think that's the best solution for the time being. It's not like they are all very specialized anyway. They'll just have to do whatever the hell they need to do. Yeah, that's what I wanted. What are these guys doing? Nothing much. For this we need a bunch of steel. We should have a bunch of steel now, since it should be getting collected down here. Anything else? We got a bunch of... What the hell is this? A bear? Yeah. And these are llamas, alpacas. Yeah, well, same thing. Almost. This is a cougar. Yeah, apparently predators now actually hunt other animals and people. So I'm sort of just exploring a little bit to see what has all changed. I don't expect shit to hit the fan just yet, so we should be good. But we really also need to try and do some research, but I'm possibly gonna wait with it, or let's see, what do I need to research? So this is all the tier 1 stuff, I suppose. There's 3 tiers of research, something up until here, and then all of this stuff is for the last research bench. I don't know, we'll figure it out eventually. So what do we need? Stonekering. Stonekering could be good. Hydroponics, brewing, smithing, machining. Let's start with stonekering. Seems like something very basic that we will need if you want to build out of stone anyway, which is still a better choice than building out of wood. Let's take a look at the workbenches, because there's some new stuff there as well. As usual, I'm going to be clicking way too many buttons until I find the right one. We got a steel butcher table, we got a steel electric tailoring bench, steel hand tailoring bench. Okay. Steel sculptor's table, electric stove, fueled stove. I guess we can build a fueled stove somewhere. Like right there. That'll work. I just hope that it doesn't put the whole house on fire. Normally we should be safe. One colonist idle. Alright, well, let's put them to work. I'm gonna be mining a bit more. Let's see. Let's mine that. Well, let's try and mine this as well. And let's also put down a... Yeah, we're gonna need power eventually. We also have the fueled generator. It's a generator that works on wood fuel, as it says in the tooltip. I'm gonna need to... let's see. Oh yeah, I still don't need to research any of this. A wind turbine could always be useful, since you don't need anything specific for that. Although, I do think they are... yeah, the amount of energy you get from them is varied, so... I guess this one could be good to start with. But let's leave it as it is. We're gonna start with the fueled stove. Then we're gonna be needing food. We got a few berries here. Actually, berries isn't too bad. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to look into making a fridge as well, but we're gonna be needing electricity for that. Okay, so what can we make? Simple meal. Sounds good. Let's do it until we have 20. Let's hope that it works. Alright. We'll have a bunch of berries. We could go hunting as well. Let's see what's out there. All this stuff explodes. Otherwise we have squirrels, which is not much. Or some does. I guess you could hunt that. Or we could just build a bigger farm. Yeah, let's build a bigger farm. Let's see. Let's put a farm down here. And put some... what do we want? Yeah, let's get potatoes. And we're also going to be needing some... cotton to make some cloths with. There we go. Alright, that's that. Oh yeah, and we'll be needing fuel for this, so I guess I could put down a small... I'm going to be needing some small stockpile areas. So let's see, let's put food down here. Yeah, they have to sleep for a long, long time. There we go. Alright. Oh. So it's 10 degrees outside. I don't think it's going to be getting that cold. I think it'll get just under freezing temperatures in this biome. I didn't really check. I guess I could check. Let's see. Where are we? Minus 3.8 Celsius. So that's just under freezing. Oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. Let's do until we have... damn it, it resets. Until we have 15. Okay. That'll use pretty much allow rotten. Not too sure about that. That doesn't sound very healthy to me. So I guess we did do the research back here, or not? Let's see, research in progress, but no one is researching because we don't have anyone assigned to prioritize research. So let's try and change that up. You will be doing research. You're also the warden. Paulette is the cook. And the doctor. Larson will do whatever he needs to do. Actually, I'm gonna get Larson to focus on plant cutting. Let's see, growing. Plant, crap, he can't. Okay, Scotty will do plant cutting. No, wait, Paulette will do plant cutting. And why is no one actually putting anything in the stove? Like, we have plenty of wood here. Normally they should be putting wood in there to make it work. Not sure why they don't. I sure as hell hope that I don't need to do that manually, because that wouldn't make any sense. Or does it need to be outside? No, I don't think so. Let's see, Paulette. Okay, now it works. So it's fueled. 50 logs. Luckily we have plenty of trees here, so that's good. But if, for example, you would be starting off in a desert, that's actually going to be a little bit more problematic. So I suppose if you're in a desert, you're going to be focusing on solar panels and go straight to electricity. Oh no. A group of hungry alpha beavers. Again. Well, I'm saying again. First time I played in a year, but I sort of remember these guys. So, let's hunt them. Guess that's all of them. There's 6. Now we just gotta make sure that we have someone that actually hunts. Where's my base? Ah, there it is. So, who's gonna be hunting? I guess Paulette as well. No, let's get Larson to hunt. Does he even have a gun? Larson, you are... Where's Larson? Ah, there he is. He has the rifle. Okay, that's good. He's the exact person that I need to go hunting. Now these beavers aren't actually that much of an issue. They will just eat a bunch of trees, but I can never eat all the trees since they will regrow. In the meantime, what else is going on here? Did we get some food? Yes, we did. Some simple meals. Wonderful. I'm gonna be... let's see. Normally, these should be... Where are they set at? Nutrition... okay, this sort of changed. Usually each meal had a quality, and they always preferred the higher quality over lower quality. I'm not sure what the quality is at now. Is it the joy? Is it the nutrition? Yeah, I don't know which one they will prefer to eat from. Hopefully they prefer the cooked meals instead of the rations. And how's Larson doing? Did he kill anything? Well, he shot something. He shot this guy, but he didn't exactly kill anything. He shot this guy as well. I guess eventually he'll manage. We're gonna be needing a butcher table if we want to make use of all that, all those beavers. So let's put down one of those. If I remember where it is, steel butcher table. That's gonna have to do. I'm gonna put it outside. Then we can use that to actually make food from. So gonna set this as the same, but I'm gonna set this one for meat only. Animal products, yeah, sure, and meat. All right. So now normally they should use the meat before they use all the other stuff. So that'll be good because the meat will go bad a lot more quicker than the other stuff. Since I don't have a fridge and these nights are really long, I'm gonna have to speed through them every time until the colony is bigger enough so that I... Oh, sleepville. Yeah, I guess that's very appropriate. Alright, there we go. What was that? No injuries. Paulette. Major growing. Yeah, she's gonna die. Yeah, okay, so they do prefer these meals. So I'm gonna make sure that they don't eat those. That's unfortunate. Oh, wait a minute. Traders from Comedian's Cave. Alright. Trade caravan from Comedian's Cave is approaching. They will hang around the colony for a few days before leaving. You can attack them, but they will anger... This will anger their faction. Okay. And can I actually trade with them? That'd be wonderful. He does have a question mark, so I suppose I could. But how exactly would I do that? Scotty, you're awake? Trade. Alright, what can we get and what can we sell? Our silver... Yeah, we don't have a lot of silver. They could give us... we could sell the dog. I'm not gonna sell the dog. Is there anything that we need? Components... A hat? Some gold? I don't think so. A polar bear? Well, wonderful. I don't think so. You know what? Let's buy a hat. Because I want to. There we go. Now who gets the hat? Well, let's give it to Scotty. There we go. He has a hat. Norseman is still asleep. Should go out hunting. Okay, now he actually ate this food. That's good. What about Paulette? What is Paulette doing? Just gathering food? Alright, well, I just wish that they would actually prefer hauling everything back here. So I'm gonna be putting down a... Let's see... A stockpile zone down here. So we'll have one here. Damn it. Oh well, never mind. I'm gonna put only raw materials down here, raw food. And this one is gonna be for prepared food. Alright, that'll work. Anyway, I think I'm gonna be ending this first episode here. So yeah, it's been a long time since I played it. And I'm gonna have to relearn pretty much everything again. Ooh, this is new. Ship chunk. Wonderful. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.